Welcome to the Daily Tea on September 8th, 2021. And let's just go to London in the UK. An obviously freshly coiffed Boris Johnson caused conversation on social media in Great Britain on Monday. The British Prime Minister usually wears his hair tousled with no noticeable cut. On Monday, he appeared in a debate on Afghanistan in the House of Commons with his hair neatly trimmed, and some suspected even combed. A Twitter user speculated that the Conservative politician might have dressed up for the Queen. No unreasonable consideration. As a government spokesman confirmed, Johnson had visited the 95-year-old Queen at her summer residence Balmoral in Scotland at the weekend. Elizabeth II traditionally spends the summer months there. The House of Commons met again on Monday for the first time after the summer break. The vast majority of the MPs were, as always, neatly coiffed. However, masks were only worn sporadically on the tightly packed green benches. Yeah, think about that one. But let's go to Los Angeles. US pop singer Janet Jackson brings out a documentary about her life. The film Janet will be released in January 2022, as Jackson announced on Monday on Instagram. In addition, the musician shared a first trailer for the film. In addition to personal recordings, including from her childhood and her concerts, you can also see excerpts from interviews with other celebrities. She is a strong woman, says singer Mariah Carey. It took 5 years to work on the film, according to the trailer. This is my story told by me, not through someone else's eyes, Jackson says towards the end of the clip. That's the truth, take it or leave it, love it or hate it, this is me. Jackson wrote on Instagram that she was excited to share these first excerpts with her fans. The documentary is to be broadcast on 2 evenings by US private broadcaster A&E and Lifetime. Nothing is yet known about a broadcast in Germany where I live, so I will miss out on that one. The sister of singer Michael Jackson rose to become one of the most successful pop and soul singers in the world with albums such as Control or Janet in 1986 and 1993. In 2017, the multiple Grammy Award winner gave birth to her first child, son Isa Almana. And now, let's go back to Berlin. And once again, Igor Levit, I talked about yesterday. He is known as a highly sensitive pianist for major works by Ludwig van Beethoven or Johann Sebastian Bach. In private, however, the classic star likes to surround himself with hip-hop beats and cool raps. It can also be hearty. The West Coast scene shaped me extremely when I was a student. I've heard that up and down. Dr. Dre, Eminem, Tupac, LL Cool J, said the piano virtuoso in an interview with a German press agency. Levitt still likes to listen to hip-hop today and still has his finger on the pulse. From the newer generation, I think Chance the Rapper is simply sensational, he says. And the last Nas album is awesome, enthused the professor for piano at the University of Music, Theatre and Media in Hanover. Levitt had only shown closeness to German hip-hop in April when he played a song in Jan Böhmermann's program ZDF Magazin Royal with singer and rapper Daniel Pongratz alias Danger Dan from the Antilopen Gang Trio. That is all covered by Artistic Freedom, an angry and sarcastic song against new German right-wing extremism, has so far received around 2 million YouTube views in the TV version of Danger Dan and Levitt. Levitt can also envisage working with other artists beyond classical music in the future, rather not his own jazz or pop projects. He says, I hate to do things that I don't know if I can do, but collaborations with artists from other genres, yes, I absolutely see that, said the German star pianist. Nothing has been specifically planned yet, though. Levitt's new album, Onch, with works by Dmitri Shostakovich and Ronald Stevenson, will be released this Friday. And now let's go to Beijing and some not so fun stuff. The campaign by China's authorities to control the entertainment industry is also directed against Chinese fans of South Korean music stars. The Twitter-like Chinese short message service Weibo has been blocking 21 accounts of the fan clubs of stars or groups such as BTS, Blackpink or EXO since the weekend. Some of them have millions of fans in China. The government wants to cool down the industry that is seen as out of control, wrote the Global Times. Just a mouthpiece for the Communist Party, by the way, and they wrote that on Monday. The accounts were suspended because they promoted irrational content in the support of the idols, the platform was quoted as saying. The Weibo accounts mobilized fans to buy new albums, vote on music shows or fundraisers. The lockdown, which was initially limited to 30 days for some stars, follows instructions from the Chinese Radio and Television Administration, the NRTA, at the end of August to stop such actions. Fan websites are no longer allowed to encourage spending. In future, they will also have to be authorized by the stars' agencies, who are also made responsible for supervision. Yeah, typical Chinese behavior. And BTS is great though. Let's get back to London. More than 3 decades after his death, the inventor of the Muppet Show, Jim Henson, is commemorated in London with a so-called blue plaque. English Heritage London announced on Tuesday that the plaque had been placed on the Hampstead House, where the American puppeteer, director and television producer had lived since 1979. The house is opposite the Jim Henson's Creature Shop, in which the characters from fantasy classics such as The Dark Crystal, which I loved as a child, and I've seen the new version on Netflix already, or The Journey into the Labyrinth were created. Henson, who died in 1990 at the age of 53, also shaped Sesame Street with his characters. English Heritage announced that the creative genius should be honored before his 85th birthday on September 24th. Henson made the UK his creative home for many of his projects. The plaque on the house at 50 Downshire Hill reads, Jim Henson, 1936 to 1990, creator of the Muppets, lived here. According to the organization, more than 900 of these memorial plaques have been installed in the city since 1866, including by former Prime Minister Winston Churchill. They should show where personalities have lived and worked, and thus create a connection between the past and the present. And I have one more topic from Los Angeles. US rapper Offset is happy with his newborn baby on Instagram. Chapter 5, the musician wrote on Monday about a photo that shows him lying in the hospital with his son on his stomach. How cute. In the bed next to him, you can see the child's mother, his wife Cardi B. The rapper had previously announced the birth of their child on Instagram. We are overjoyed to finally meet our son, the couple told the US magazine People. He's already so loved by his family and friends, and we can't wait to introduce him to his siblings, they wrote. For Offset, whose real name is Kiari Kendall Cephas, it's already the 5th child. He has daughter Culture with Cardi B, whom he married in 2018. The musician also has a daughter Kalia and sons Cody and Jordan from previous relationships. And then let's go to New York with something not so fun and not so nice. US actor Michael K. Williams, who became known for his role as Omar in the series The Wire, has died. The police found the 54-year-old dead in his apartment in the New York borough of Brooklyn on Monday, as the police told the German press agency on request. The background initially remained unclear. Williams always excelled in series with his talent for portraying complex characters and received several Emmy nominations for this. In addition to the milestone series The Wire, where Williams played the underground personality Omar Little, he also showed his skills in Boardwalk Empire as Chalky White. He was also seen in The Night Off and films like 12 Years a Slave or Inherent Vice. His trademark was the scar on his forehead and between his eyes. And for the third time, we have to go to Los Angeles. US actress Grace Gummer, you know her probably from Mr. Robot, daughter of Meryl Streep, has married the music producer Marc Ronson. The Briton announced this on the occasion of his 46th birthday on Saturday in an Instagram post. So he's 1 year younger than me. Out of nowhere, you made the 45 the greatest year of my life without a doubt, he wrote, and I'm sure it took me 45 years to become the man worthy of your love, Ronson wrote of a wedding photo of the couple in black and white. He hoped to spend every subsequent birthday at Gummer's side. And yes, we got married, Ronson finished. It's already the second marriage for both of them. And then we quickly go to Hanover here in Germany. The band Fury in the Slaughterhouse takes part in the nationwide campaign Save the Clubs. The initiative aims to help the concert and event industry, which has been hard hit by the pandemic. Specifically, works of art in guitar form are signed by the artists and auctioned for the benefit of a sponsor club. Fury in the Slaughterhouse is committed to the Café Glocksee in the capital of Lower Saxony, as announced by the organizers of the campaign. The Wingenfelder brothers and their bandmates were among the most successful German acts in the 1990s. In April, Fury released Now, their first joint studio album in 13 years. The Save the Clubs initiative was founded in September 2020. According to the organizers, supporters include bands like Die Ärzte, City or Rammstein. Even if you're not in Germany, you might have heard about them. And another time we have to go to London. The relationship between Prince Harry and his family is strained. Although he has occasionally traveled to London from Los Angeles, none of the royals has yet met his young daughter. But will that change soon? With little Lilibet, Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan's second child was born in early June. Queen Elizabeth II has probably only seen her granddaughter via video call so far. But that could possibly change soon. Harry and Meghan are said to have offered to travel back to Great Britain from the USA in the coming weeks, as reported on the US website of the tabloid The Sun. So not that reliable, I'm sorry. Then the Queen could meet Lilibet for the first time. Accordingly, the couple should even plan to have their daughter baptized in Harry's old home. Maybe even at Windsor Castle. The Prince and Duchess got married there in May 2018 and their first child, Archie, was baptized there. Prince Harry has already contacted the family by phone, the report said. However, an anonymous source has revealed that many people from the royals' environment were downright shocked about these possible plans. You may really want to see the Queen, but after what you put on her last year, it's enormous, said one insider. Harry announced in July that he was working on a book in which he would tell his story. Since then, there has been increasing speculation about whether the 36-year-old could possibly disclose things that could damage the reputation of the royals. Previously, an interview by Meghan and Harry with Oprah Winfrey in March caused quite a sensation in the UK. By the way, Lilibet is named after her great-grandmother Elizabeth II, who carries this nickname in the family. A source told People magazine in June that the couple who lived in the United States introduced their baby to the Queen via video call shortly after the birth already. And I hope I'll see you again for some more. It's only a little bit of tea, I know, but I'm working on stepping it up. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bis gleich.